Hi friends, Sherilyn here. Thanks for joining me today. Did you happen to see the YouTube short clip? It's a little 15 seconds. It's just a green screen and you'll see me agreeing with what Mr. Beast is saying. Yeah, you can grab that right there. And here's the thing. I want to talk about this because I'm getting ready to go to NAB Show for Creator Lab. That's in the South Upper Hall. But over in the Central Hall is the Cine Central. And this year, 2024, it is going to be a tectonic renaissance shift for entertainment. Mark my words. Bookmark this video. I see and agree with what Mr. Beast is saying. I have had a banner year of validation when it comes to hearing industry experts and award winners talking about, like at the Oscars, American Fiction won the Oscar, and he said on stage, the $200 million movie is not sustainable. Amen. Can I get an amen on a weekday? You know why? Because on average, a studio feature film can take 2 years. That's on average. Some take longer to ramp up and get to the audience. Let's just go with the number 2 years. Got it. How many blockbuster films have you consumed in the month? You're like, well, it's the third. Yeah, I know. That's the point. I'm guessing if you watched a movie or two or a series, you've already millions of dollars. I love what Mr. Beast, thank you, Jimmy, said in that short video where he is saying Hollywood's got it all wrong because it takes them too long. And he was specifically referring to in his video about Squid Games. Did you watch it? Yeah. Did you like it? Yeah. I actually thought it was very graphically violent and had a lot of profanity. But I loved the story of the underdog, the hero's journey. I loved it. And at that time, yes, I felt it ended perfectly when he was walking onto the plane, though I can see how that leaves it open for a season 2. It's been 4 years. Do you want a season 2 4 years later? It's not even being like distributed like we're like, well, we're going to get Squid Game season 2 this summer. Yeah. Here's my point and what I came on. I want to encourage you. 1, meet me at NAB. Come to Creator Lab. Ooh, you better be checking those codes. I have posted a lot of free Exhibits Pass codes, though I think since the show is officially less than 2 weeks away now, 10 days, it starts on the 13th. I don't know that you can get the free anymore. You might have to pay $50 a little bit. Point is, get yourself to Vegas, even if you just come in on the red eye, stay for a day and pull out the next night. Because I think if you play your cards right, you will come out with collaborations. My strong opinion, going forward in entertainment, this is a renaissance year for the independent. You're like, it's not the 1990s. Oh, but maybe it is. The streaming, I think I got my notes right here, due to the strike last year, a lot of projects stopped, but in the stopping due to the strikes, they weren't able to ramp back up. So as they're working out their numbers, you can get little low budgets. In the industry, 10 to 20 million is considered low budget. And the independent may think, whoa, 10 million is not low budget. Okay. So we pivot back to story is king, story is queen, story is paramount. What IP do you have right now that is a powerful story that you could reach out to? I'm telling you how to do it here. Reach out to products. I do a lot of how I pay the bills is UGC creation. I make little social media video ads all day long. It pays my bills. It lets me do the passion projects, the content. I've been working on the feature films for so long. I still have to pay the bills, support the family. I do it through social media ads, content creation, UGC. Woohoo! Here's the thing. Independent producers, directors, filmmakers, storytellers, screenwriters, how do you get the money? a form of UGC, a form of, so I'm pitching brands all the time. I'm not signed with an agency. I'm pitching brands all the time. I would say 80% of my job is reaching out, pitching, story arc creation to get a brand to say, like Obagi to say, yeah, Sherilyn, we'll partner with you on a sunscreen video. Boop. Okay. When you look at your story, does your character put sunscreen on? If they do, how many sunscreen? And if you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's so much work. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. My opinion, raise the funds, bank it yourself so that you're not having to promise the investor. Trust me, I want investor money too, but your investor has to be paid back first, has to be paid back the principal plus interest. What is that interest? 10, 15, 20%. It tends to run 15 to 20%. Every dollar you take from the investor, you got to give them 20 cents back. If you raise your money on your own, then you can do it through that money is raised because we did the work up front. Now it's banked. We paid our cast, our crew, our location fees, all taxes, all of that. A lot of tax incentives, by the way, start at the $5 million mark. Here in Arizona, it's the $5 million mark. Louisiana is a little bit less. It's a great place to work. They have a lot of talented in-house below the line workers. So going to Louisiana is a good option. But my point is, I think I'm telling 5 stories and I want to make sure I get them all told. Raise your money. Sell something ahead of time to raise and bank your money so that you're not all out for investor money. It's a lot of pressure. I've been in that position where I have got to pay this money back and I have to pay it with interest. So number one, your story. What IP, intellectual property, what IP are you sitting on right now? What in the story can be partnered with a brand or a product that you can create for to raise the money? Okay. Stay with me. So we're talking about Mr. Beast. This whole video is to talk about how Mr. Beast is right. Thank you, Jimmy, for saying what I have been saying for years, is that the Hollywood model moves too slow, and in their slow process, it is creating a perfect opportune moment for the independent to be wily, nimble, lean, quick, and get their story ready. I suspect with Dan Lin going into, did you see this video? Going into the position at Netflix, that if you have a quality product ready to go, this is a squishy thing here. When you go to the market, they're looking to buy completed product. When you go to the restaurant, do you want to buy the ingredients or do you want to get a meal served to you? When you go to a film market, they are looking to buy the meal ready to eat for the audience. I have found many filmmakers, I made that mistake myself. My first market, I went with my pitch decks and ready to sell my project. I had great meetings. Every person told me, this is good. We're not on the front end beginning. We're on the back end. We are looking to buy completed product. Very valuable trip. So glad I went. I want to stay on topic. Mr. Beast, his videos, I found this online, about 3 months for developing a concept and then average 4 weeks of shooting. Let's say one of Mr. Beast's 10 minutes videos, these are broad numbers. I don't have information from the Beast's mouth. I have what I found researching online. We can guesstimate 4 months for a 10-minute-ish video. That's doable. And his videos, return on the investment, the views, The views. If he put a product in there other than his own, which I heard him in an interview say, there's not a brand that can do a deal with me that is worth it because of the value that I'm bringing. So he starts promoting his own. You guys, I think I just saw we're reaching the 10-minute mark. If I could sum all of this up in a 1-minute short, it would be you are in the most precious fulcrum point right now of having the leverage of time and being small versus, and on the other end is that you have all of the audience waiting to eat. It's right now. Alex Harmozy and acquisition.com uses a fulcrum as their logo because they're like, it's a balance of these things. I am here to tell you, I can hardly shout it loud enough. Get to NAB, collab, meet, negotiate, bring what you can to the, making stone soup, bring what you can to the table. And I think, it's a very bold statement, I think NAB is the middle of April. I suspect you, beautiful creator, my actors, directors, sound designers, production designers, hair and makeup artists, producers, screenwriters, if you will come to Creator Lab and meet together, take a meeting, no ego. I suspect you, like Mr. Beast, if everybody working their day jobs and everybody puts in 100%, I suspect you can have a feature film ready in 4 months. Caveat, boop, if it's not heavy special effects laden, getting titles done. Watch the video that I did with the interview with Marcus Bovey, because he came right from the projection room and he's like, these films just come from the cloud. No more cans. They are just digitally delivered. He is saying in that interview that the digital delivery wiped out the barrier to entry for independents, because normally you're paying for the print. Now you don't. CinemaCon coming up. I will have some details for you from that. Let me finish up these thoughts on this, and that is speed. Lightning McQueen said it, speed. You say, I am speed. I strongly suspect if you will get your act together, show up and playful out, you can find the collaborators you need to get your product made in, let's just go under 6 months. 4 to 6 months, and be ready for American film market. Remember to save money for marketing and advertising. I bet you can be ready at American film market to come up with the slate. Did you see in Marcus Boffi's interview, he's like, I wish independents would come to me with a slate. Meaning I and my family rom-com, you and your horror, somebody with a Western, I love Westerns, somebody with drama, somebody with a comedy. If the 5 of us have over the summer, push hard, get production done, show up at American Film Market, and our slate is the 5 of us together, and we're ready to come to a deal, and we go to that distributor and we're like, hey, we have these 5, we're sold as a package. Boom, boom. Done. Okay, last thoughts. I'm glad I wrote them down. And that is, nope, that's all. I'm going to stop right there. I hope this helps you. I just so want to encourage you that we are on the precipice of opportunity. And you can take it. You can seize it. Seize the opportunity, collaborate. And why I'm so strong on bullish on why you need to show up in person is because the synergy is different when we're together. The synergy of the room, the energy, it just sparks creativity. Come with your phone charged. Come with your ideas. Make sure you have your legalities in line before you do. Come ready for production. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'll be there. I'm happy to meet with you. I'm here on the YouTubes. And actually, I'm looking for interviews. Are you a creator? Do you have something that you want to share with the community? Maybe we should run a pitch session. If you have your IP legally protected, Tyler Perry spoke very dearly about someone trying to sue him for Diary of a Black Madwoman. He's like, he fought it and he won. But the point is, There's a reason why someone at that level has 10 gates to get through because of being sued. So, bing, Ned Ryerson. Does anybody know what movie that's from? I dare you to put it in a comment. Before I sign off, make sure you get your legalities together. Maybe we'll have a live pitch section together. And in the meantime, go get your dreams. Meet me at NAB. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.